Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for our webinar on Boost Your Sales and Get Your eBay listings seen by buyers with promoted listings. Please note that this session would be conducted in English. And of course, we have our host for the day, our expert, our subject matter expert, Joanne Chan, who would be walking all of us through today's webinar. Hello, Joanne, and welcome to the session.
Hello, Jyoti. Hello, everyone.
Great. Good to have you over here. And we also have our co-host Akarshika. Hello, Akarshika. Thank you for joining us.
Hi Jyoti, hi Juvin.
Hi, Akashika.
Great. So a quick hygiene check for everyone before I hand it over to Joanne. Please note that the Q&A section is open for everyone. So kindly use the Q&A box to put up your queries, which would be taken once the complete presentation is over. The way the webinar has been designed, we would not be able to unmute anybody. So please do use the Q&A box. And yes, this session is being recorded for our future references. Yes, with that, I would hand it over to Joanne. All over to you.
Thank you, Jyoti, and welcome again, everybody. So my name is Joven. I'm based in Asia, in Hong Kong. And so very nice meeting all of you guys. And I'm sure this is, a very exciting topic for today, which is how to use eBay ads to boost your sales. So first of all, allow me to share my screen and then walk through the agenda of today with you guys. Okay, so by joining this session, I'm assuming all of you guys have already got listing uploaded in your eBay account, and I can assure you that choosing eBay as your business platform is a right choice. And I'm sure that most of you guys are with very good quality listings, inventory that you can wait to sell to your prestigious buyers. And today, this is our first sessions to our prestigious seller on how we could not only like listing the your inventory in eBay, but more importantly, how can we expose your inventory in front of your potential buyers. So we have in our agenda. So first of all, I'll walk through what are the advertisement tools in eBay, and as a beginner, like what you should choose and what are the benefits, and what are the advanced choices for you guys. And also I'll also share with you guys some best practice of every single tool. And because we only have 1 hour today, including the Q&A session, so I'll be focusing more on the foundation and generic introduction. And welcome everyone to type your questions in the Q&A box. We can, I'll reply to your question periodically and also right after the session. Okay, so first of all, an overview. So we have a pretty comprehensive solution of advertising offering to our sellers, which fits different needs. So we have our promoted listing family, which includes our general campaign strategy. We call it PLG. And at an advanced level of the promoted listings, we have a priority campaign strategy. We have promoted store, which focus on on the sellers with your own store, which want to attract more buyers into your stores, and become more loyal to your store and also to your listings. And last but not least, we have our promoted offsite, which is laser focused on getting traffic impressions outside of eBay, like Google or Bing, those kind of like search engines. So I think first of all, the very important for sellers with the beginning to use ads in eBay is the promoted listings general campaign strategy. And what is it about? It is basically helping sellers to increase the visibility of your chosen listings, reach out to your potential buyers, and placements with standard controls. So what I mean for standard control is, comparing with the priority campaign strategy, the control of the PLG is less, but this is very, very good to sellers who is new to advertising, because this is very streamlined process, easy to use, and it is covering both fixed price listings and auction listings. So if among you guys, if you guys have any like auction listings, this PLG is the only tool that cover auction listings. And the most benefit of the PLG product is the cost model is cost per sale. That means if there's no transactions of your item, no matter how many clicks or how many times that your potential buyer clicking on your advertisement or seeing your listings, it won't charge until the transaction is completed. That means no risk until it is sold. And so the next one is the priority campaign strategy. With a cost per click model, that means every single click on your PLP advertisement will be charged for certain cents. And so the good thing comparing with the general strategy is this is for the highly motivated buyer, and it drives sales through a more premium advertisement placements. For example, the very top placement in the search phrase result, and also across eBay, there's other very premium, prominent spots for the PLP. And for stores, as I mentioned, promoter store is for sellers who are having their own store with probably with their own brand as well. So looking for increase their store traffic to increase the visibility of their brand on eBay. And last but not least, the promoter offsite is also good for attracting the additional traffic outside of eBay. So for beginner, I strongly recommend to try PLG. And later in this presentation, you will know why, because there are a lot of really, really good benefits to start with. Okay, so first of all, what is promoted listings? So promoted listing is the advertisement tool which seller can use to access to advertisement placement, increasing your listings visibility to your potential buyers. It is flexible, the controls to match with your business goals, and also simple to use platform to create your own and manage your own campaign. And as I said, we have general strategy, PLG, and we have a priority strategy. For general strategy, from what we'll be seeing in our back end, all together around the globe for all the sellers, we have been seeing like sellers see 25% more clicks on average when sellers promoting their listings using general campaign strategy versus those sellers who are not using it. So this is a pretty good increment in terms of clicks. And we all know clicks, if the increase of clicks also transacts to maybe transaction. So this is good for the sellers to have more clicks, okay, additional clicks through the general campaign strategy. And key benefits. So basically, as I said, this is a cost per sale model. That means this is risk-free. So no transaction, no cost, and it could help you to reach more buyers, and you only pay when you sell. And also advertising with ease. That means the whole sell experience, the whole advertisement process is very, very streamlined. And on the right hand side is examples of some of our some of the PLG campaigns advertisement slots. So we have a lots of like PLG advertisement slots across eBay and also across our eBay network. For example, when your potential buyers search some keywords in the search bar, and then it pops up the search result page. If a seller adopt the PLG campaign, it could appear in the the page of the search page result. It could be on the top, in the middle, or even at the bottom of search. It depending on the your listing quality, your relevancy of the listings, comparing with the keywords. And it also will appear on the product pages. That means the view item pages. So there are a couple of slots across eBay, everywhere there are different general ads appear. And outside of eBay, we also partner with our eBay network to have some traffic outside of eBay as well. So as you can see, the coverage of the advertisement slot is very extensive. And now you know why I recommend you on the PLG, because the coverage is very extensive. And to start with, of course, listing is the starting point. So how do you select your listing, and what is the listing selection strategy that you adopt when you decide to use PLG as your first advertisement tool? So of course, you can do it manually, uploading and adopting PLG one by one, select your own. But we fully recommend, because right now is the age of automation. Everything is automation to save time. We talk about efficiency. That's why we also create a rule base. That means you create your own rule, your own criteria that, for example, the brand, the price, or even the inventory condition. So once you create a criteria, and once your listing, new listing, revised listing has changed, okay, if our system detect there's change, that the new listings that meet with the criteria that you set, we will automatically add those listings into the PLG promotion. So very easy to maintain and monitor. And of course, some of the sellers would love to maintain their record in Excel spreadsheet. So, so with the item IDs and in the CSV file, of course, seller can also welcome to use a bulk selection, upload a list in the CSV like Excel sheet to adopt the PLG campaign. So pretty flexible, but if you're struggling, like which way is the best, I strongly recommend the rule base to start with. And so this is the exact page when you want to create your promote the listing campaign. So very streamlined. We make the enhancement in August this year. We have received many sellers feedback that the new page, this new set experience is really, really enhanced, and they really love it. Save time and also very efficient. So it's just a few clicks to adopt the PLG campaigns. So first of all, choosing the promoted your listings, and down below, there's a priority and also general strategy. So if you want to go with the general strategy, just click, the general strategy like area or button. So just few clicks away of promoting your listings in front of your potential buyers. And because this is a cost per sale model in terms of the advertisement fee, so we also offer two options of how you should set your ad rate in your listings. So for dynamic ad rate, so we have a automated system to update your ad rate according to your your budget and also to the eBay daily suggested ad rate. So people who wants to choose the dynamic ad rate would love to like stay with the competition. So also this is good for the sellers who are looking an easy way to keep up their campaigns competitive. So it means that once you choose the dynamic ad rate, the ad rate will always be competitive with your competition and also in the market. And we have another option for choosing the ad rate, which is called the fixed ad rate. So we have sellers who want to a very simple control, but also they want to protect their margin more. So a fixed ad rate is also a good way for the sellers to start with. And once the fixed rate is set, for example, 5%, it will not be changed until you want to change it in the later stage. And this is very, very good for sellers who want value control of campaigns cost over being competitive in the market. So, I can tell you a lot of our sellers actually mix these two ad rate in their campaign. So to start with, either way is fine. And it really depends on how you choose your strategy in terms of your ad rate and your inventory. And some good best practice on the PLG campaign. So first of all, as I said, PLG campaign, like general campaign strategy, is the foundations of everything, the foundation of advertising in eBay for all the sellers. So it's best for sellers who's new to advertising, who want to gain the experience on how to play around in advertisement tool in eBay. And it's also good for those sellers who is looking to grow their presence on eBay. That means, expose your listings to more potential buyers and gain more impressions. Okay. And it is good to for the sellers to consider promoting a broad range of your inventory. That means we have sellers who are adopting like 70%, 80%, or even 100% of their listings in the PLG just to cover their basic need of promoting their listings in front of their potential sellers and potential buyers. And of course, okay, the process is very streamlined, but we also advise sellers to at least monitor their campaign performance in every 2 weeks to adjust the ad rate to remain competitive, or if there's any new listings you want to add inside. So you do it on time, and especially right now is approaching the Christmas seasons, which is the peak season. So monitoring frequently of your campaign performance is very critical. And 2 more tips from my side. So first of all, as I said, the dynamic ad rate is very good to start with and save you a lot of time for staying a competitive ad rate. And so your listings will always be competitive in terms of how frequent you expose your listings to your potential buyers. And last but not least, I would say, this is the most important point. And so, but this is not related to advertising, is to improving your listing of your quality of your listings. So in advertising tool, we can only do that much to promote your listing, in front of the buyers. But at the end of the day, the moment of truth that your buyer would love to click and buy your item is very much related to the quality of your listings. So this is very important. So if you want to know, what are the best practices of how to improve your listings, for example, like improving a couple few points, I'm just naming a few, like improving your photo quality and completing your your attributions of your listings, and having a very good, very sound title of descriptions of your listings. So you may always reach out to your account managers or reach out to us on knowing the best practice to improve your quality of listings. Okay, so we spoke about the foundation of our ads. So we dig deep a little bit into our priority campaign strategy. So I'm not going to talk too much, but if any of you guys want to try the priority campaign on top of the general campaign, I would teach you and work with you like how you could do that at ease. Okay, at least kickstart it with it. So the benefits, if you still remember like our backend data, by using the PLG campaign, seller in general sees a 25% of clicks comparing with those who have not used. And for priority campaign, sellers could generally see like 50% more of sales. Okay, and while promoting via the priority campaign strategy, this is a lot, 50% more sales comparing for those who have not used. So key benefits. Okay, so for this particular strategy, we are not only increasing the visibility of your listings, but also putting your listings into a more premium ad placements, and you will have more advanced control to drive your sales. Okay, so the main difference is comparing with the general campaign is you have more control, but this is not risk-free. So you have to pay for your clicks. This is not like PLG. Unless you have transactions, you not have to pay. But for PLP, like priority campaign, you have to pay for every single clicks. Okay, even though it doesn't transact, but it is a very, very fast way to grow your business, because basically these slots are the most premium slots. And these ads basically will be appearing. So first of all, the search result page in the very, very top premium slot, and also across the page, very prominent spots. And view item page on the product page, also there are like PLP advertisement slot, and also across eBay as well. So you'll see in different area and different spot across our platform, you'll see the advertisement. So I promise you guys, we will not go very technical today, but for PLP, so we have a very streamlined way, thanks to our AI and also automation system in our backend. So also for PLP, it's also a couple clicks away to promote your listing via this tool. So we have, as I said, we have a new enhancement upgrade in the whole advertising sale experience in August this year. We have included a couple of the key enhancement and changes. So first of all, powered by our AI, we have today's recommendations on according to your listings, comparing with how the marketplace is working, your competitions, what is the recommendation to you guys on the promotion, and trend-based campaign. So what is trending in our eBay marketplace right now, and if it matches with your listings, we will recommend to you guys. And also the suggested campaign, which is a pre-packaged campaign, ready to launch campaign that just a few clicks away to launch a PLP campaign at ease. So when you click into your own Seller Hub, the advertising tab, we call it advertising management area. So we will see a very, very detailed, so much detail that we are offering on this page. So as I said, first of all, today recommendations, we have different recommendations for you guys to stay competitive, driving incremental sales, and also improve your ad visibility. And of course, we have the enhanced version of the performance, including all the key metrics like clicks, impressions, conversion, ad fees, you name it. And as I said, so without digging into too technical, we have two new module which help you guys to also kickstart your PLP, priority campaign. So the one, first of all, is the turn trends into sales pre-packaged campaign. And what is it about is that, for example, right now we are approaching to the Christmas seasons. So obviously, everything about Christmas are on trend. So if in case your listings matches with the trends in our marketplace, so we are pre-package all these listings with the ad rate, with the keywords inside, and just a few clicks, you guys can review the campaign and to launch it, to turn your trends with your listings into sales. Or we have another module here, so made for you, ready to launch. So this is our AI backend, also calculate your listing, your existing listing in your account, with historical sales and also historical data. We recommend those, you have, the highest conversion rates, putting together a campaign ready to launch. So you guys can try PLP as well. And the bottom two is, the one is with the campaign overview is, every single campaign that you have launched, whether it's PLG, PLP, even the offsite and store, will be appeared in this module. And you can adjust all the key levers or matrix here at ease. Okay, and this is at one glance you can see how your campaign perform, over a period of time. And last but not least, we have included the advertising insights, which we have lots of like sellers success stories. We have category insights, or even like seasonal inventory sourcing advice. So please, all these articles are very, very useful, like from advertisement know-how and expertise, and it actually links to our eBay advertising sites. Okay, it is called ebayadvertising.com. Okay, so allow me to like say this to you guys. You can visit ebayadvertising.com like anytime. You can reach out to all these articles. And yes, and today's recommendation, as I said, so we have this bucket, okay, to help you optimize your existing campaign. So you have to have your campaign first. And so we can recommend you guys on today's recommendations. So if you guys are completely new to advertising, probably you won't see this module in your first month. But once you run your campaign, whether it's PLG or PLA or PLP, so you will gradually see these recommendations we tailor for you guys. And double clicking to turn trends into sales, right? So we help you guys to stay on top of current and emerging trends and get a competitive edge with your listings. And for example, in this particular pre-packaged PLP campaign, we are recommending like 51 plus 3 listings, so means 54 listings, okay, for you guys to promote. Okay, so you guys can choose the budget that you like, and then, or if you guys want to take out any of the listings out of the 54, feel free to do it. Or if you want to add in any additional one, feel free to do it. But we believe that these 54 listings are good for the PLP campaign and is ready to launch. And similar to the one that I suggest, so we also have a suggested campaign, which based on the historical sales. So again, if you guys just new to eBay with not much of the historical sales, you may not be seeing this module in the beginning stage. But this is also very, very good for the sellers to have an idea of what are the listings which are suitable for the PLP campaign. And we have been seeing like listing promoted via like suggested campaigns see 55% increase in sales on average. This is because, you know, when we are suggesting the listings for promotion to you guys, we analyze different aspects. For example, the conversion rate, the conversion possibility, and also the seasonal trends and the marketplace competition. So I would strongly recommend to use the suggested campaign to kickstart the PLP campaign. And some best practice on the priority campaign. So first of all, the priority strategy is actually aimed for increasing the sales velocity. Okay, so as I mentioned one more time, the PLG general strategy is the foundation. So if you guys have run for the PLG campaign for quite some time, and then your sales is pretty much stable, you want to increase the velocity. So the PLP is a very good tool to increase the velocity. Or if you guys have a very clear, well-defined marketing plan to promote, you know, some of your new products or, you know, highly competitive products, this is also a very good tool. And for PLP, we have been seeing like multi-quantity listings actually work better than the single quantity items. So we welcome, although we welcome both, but we think like multi-quantity is more suitable for the priority strategy. And if you are uploading new listings, do not hesitate to use PLP for your new listings, because, you know, it can be benefit from increased traffic together with the promotion. And last but not least, as I said, you know, this is out of the scope of advertising. You have to improve the quality of listings. Okay, I know that, you know, you guys must have fabulous inventory, fabulous item, but, you know, the quality of the listings, the description, the photos, the attributions are very, very important in our platform. So please bear in mind. Okay, so we are going to talk a little bit about like promoted stores. So if you guys already have a store yourself, this is a very, very good tool to attract interested buyer to your eBay store with eye-catching ads. So as I mentioned, for PLG and PLP, it appears in different ad placements across eBay, but the eBay stores one is actually very eye-catching among all. So this banner is actually the promoted store banner, which, you know, very, very eye-catching for the potential buyer to see it. Some key benefits: very effective targeting, because it only shows to the your targeted buyer, the interested buyer, you know, attached with your inventory and your shops. So for example, if you are selling camera items, and we have seen, you know, your potential buyers are searching camera, it probably, you know, have an opportunity to show in front of their eyes with this eye-catching banner. And it's good for building your brand, reach more buyers with access to, you know, this unique eye-catching placements, and super simple to set up, you know, very simple flow, which I'm not gonna go through this today, but very, very simple. Just a few clicks of this, you can set up. And one thing that I have to make it very clear is that right now the promoted store is not for everybody. It has to be for the sellers with you know, a certain sales record. So if you don't see it in your seller hub, don't panic. Okay, so when you sell more, when you're doing business, you know, with a upward trajectory, you will ultimately see it. Or you can also reach out to your account managers to see, you know, to put up an inquiry, so we can see if we could write this for you guys. And where do these ads appear? You know, very eye-catching top of search banner, which is, to me, this is the best. And also the listing page, we have a good area, ads area for the listing page as well. So these two are pretty much eye-catching ads placement for this tool right now. And last but not least, the promoted offsite. Okay. So if in your mind you're thinking about using PLG as the foundation for your internal traffic, okay, there's a missing gap that it doesn't cover. It is the external traffic piece. Okay, so the promoted offsite tool is actually the tool that we design for our sellers to reach out to your potential buyers in the external channels, like Google being our vast majority of our traffic, and also Bing as well, the search engine Bing. This is a very good tool for increasing your visibility with your new buyers. Okay, in the past, when sellers are using a PLG to cover their internal traffic, it does include a very small percentage of external traffic indeed. But if sellers are more aggressive in attracting new buyers outside of eBay, this is the only way, the very efficient way that to do it. And key benefits, obviously, expand your reach outside of eBay. And it is very high performing as far as we see the ROAS. And this is super easy to set up because basically seller doesn't have to choose your own listings. So once you opt in, we will consider all the listings under your account, and then we'll filter out the high converting ones, which high demand, high search in Google, that we're working with Google to surface your listings in front of your potential buyers. And this is just an example of where the external, the promoter offsite ads. So as you can see, this is like Google page, right? It will appear on the Google Shopping tab, under this, okay, when the potential buyers search for example, the Apple Watch. And it will also sold in the main Google searching page, or here, okay, it doesn't have to be like double click into the shopping, so it also appeared there. And so easy to use and very high performing product. And in terms of the benefits we are seeing so far, when we have launched this product for 2 years, so we see sellers are seeing in general a 25% increase in sales from external channels. Okay, so this is big because these are new buyers probably, and new external buyers attracted to your account. And on top of that, we also see like 60% more external clicks, okay, when adopting the suggested budget. Okay, when you choose to do like promote offsite, we do suggest you guys a suggested budget, which is the most competitive daily budget that you should set. Okay, and we have a minimum budget, but we have a suggested budget that cope with the competitive environment. So if the sellers are doing it, so we are seeing 60% more of the external clicks. And last but not least, a couple best practices for the promoted offsite. And so first of all, because this is very, very streamlined process, we like the other tools that I introduced today. We strongly recommend you guys to review the use the suggested budget. Okay, if the budget will be out of budget, or is it sufficient for the to maximize or optimize your campaign. And unlike the PLG, PLP, and promoted store, because we are our platform is working with the Google platform and other other of our eBay partners. So it takes a little bit more time to for allowing the learning period. So we usually recommend sellers to at least like stay patient for like 4 to 6 weeks to allow the learning period, the impressions to ramp up, because the algo gathers data, and then don't stop it right away if you don't see it in a week. The impressions you don't see in a week, and so we have to be patient and set a continuous end date. So that means don't set a stop date. So let it run for weeks, and then let the algo learn. And last but not least, also follow eBay's best practice. So it applies for all the ads products that we are introducing. But on top of that, we also have to make sure your listings cope with the Google's standard and Google's requirements as well, because ultimately we are servicing your listings outside of eBay. Okay, so it doesn't, like, for example, high quality photos, is good enough for in our platform, but for Google, high quality photos is not good enough. So if the photos are with watermarks, it will be rejected by Google, for example, like, for sure. So pay attention on the Google rules as well. Okay, so that's the last page of my presentation, my sharing with you guys today. So take action now and drive your business forward through eBay ads. And if you are puzzling or struggling like where to get started, I know there are a lot of information to digest, but if you are thinking about where to start, trust me, the PLG, the general campaign strategy, is the first tool that you would like to try, because it is a cost per sale model, basically risk-free. It covers fixed price listing, auction listings, and is the foundation of getting visibility of the listings basically in internal eBay traffics, with the standard controls. And if you are going more aggressive on in the beginning stage, you can also choose the together with the PLG, also the PO, to promote the offsite, to promote your listings outside of eBay, like in Google as well. So this will be a very, very good way to kickstart your business. And I hope you guys enjoy today's sharing, and I hope you guys like a very successful business, moving forward. And by using eBay ads, you guys can drive, additional business, not only, through your organic, but also your promoted listings and, from external traffics.
Great. Thank you so much, Joanne. And I'm sure that this was insightful, just not for our sellers who've joined, but also to us who were accompanying you right here in the webinar. And also to my dear sellers, I have shared the YouTube link where you can watch the videos that we have specifically uploaded on our YouTube channel on the general strategy, priority strategy, on promoted offsite and promoted stores. So please feel free to consume the content that you see on the YouTube channel. And that is the way you can also let us know your feedback. Now, I would be walking through on the Q&As. We have received a few questions right now in the Q&A. So Joanne, if you would want to take those. And yes, we still have some more time left. So for sellers who are in the current webinar, please do put up your questions right here.
Sure, Jyoti, thank you. So I also see like 2 questions from the Q&A box. So the first question, can you override existing listing campaign and change to new campaign, and how do you do it in bulk? Also, basically, so for promoted listings, whether it's general or the priority, so you can have both on. And in fact, we have sellers doing that together to gain additional traffic. And if you're talking about only within like a promoted listing general, so you can always adjust your like ad rate and budget within the campaign. So you can also do it in bulk, of course, by using the way that I introduced, and by uploading and overriding your listings inside your CVS file. Okay, so the next question, how does optimal listings look like for someone outside the main countries of eBay, like .com, .pl, .de, right? For example, listing an item that is a 18 plus, so that means adults, right? Such as movies or video games is simple on .com, but on German eBay, there's an issue with their regulations and requirements. This slight confusions make harder to know if the standard listings is working correctly and how much would advertising benefits the listings. So I think to this question, you may need to consult your account managers, because like, every site has their own policy. So what we are concerning from ads is that so as long as your seller standard is above average, and then you maintain it all through the promotions, so you should be good for your listings promotions on, under the listings are all eligible for you to promote. But in terms of the listing item, in terms of like different site policy, you may have to reach out to your account managers to consult more information.
Thanks again, Joanne. And that were the only questions that we received in the Q&A box. If there are any other questions from our sellers who are within the webinar, please to put it up in the Q&A so that we can take them. Okay, great. We do have a few more questions, Joanne.
Okay. Hi, Joven. Nice professional presentation. Thank you so much. And please clarify it to the sellers if they can use two different companies at the same time. So by two different companies, do you mean two different tools? Can you elaborate more? Oh, sorry. Oh, how two campaigns, right? This is campaign. Two campaigns at the same time will affect their sales statistics. Okay, so if we are talking about the having like both two campaigns like together, right? So in promoted listing general is pretty straightforward, because under the same listings, you only put inside one campaign only with the within the campaign. Or if you guys want to like, there should be a reason why you want to put it into different campaigns. Okay, so if we are putting into like one, for a particular listings, if you're putting in the general campaign and also the priority campaign, you want to maximize their effort, not only showing in a general way, but also in a priority way. And it works differently because the general strategy is a more like an automated system that we calculate all the keywords or the exposure with for you guys. But for priority, you have your own control on what are the keywords you want to invest, what is the bid you want to put. Okay, if you want to go more aggressive on certain keywords, you can always allow to do that. So that makes the difference why people want to mix the general campaign and priority campaign together. And for if we're talking about within the campaign, like for example, like general campaign, so sellers are also okay to do, you know, a fixed ad rate and also a dynamic ad rate in different campaigns. So you can compare, you know, what is the difference by using a more aggressive, more competitive dynamic ad rate versus a fixed ad rate. So basically, seller could use it to for an A/B test, a pilot test, to, you know, to tailor and see, you know, what is the best way for the ongoing business growing. So please, I'm not sure if I'm answering your question very focused, but optimizing or optimizing advertisement campaign is a ongoing journey. So it never stops. So it's not like you create one and then you can leave it here for a year and then, you know, visit it in 2025. This is not the case. So that's why we all have to like test and learn. And the marketplace and also the competition is changing every single second. So yeah, the different strategy and different ad rate strategy also help seller to test it out, like what is the best way moving forward. I hope I answer your question.
Joanne, I guess the answer is yes, you have, because we have a thank you from Svetlana. Great. Thank you so much, Svetlana, for asking those questions. It is really important for all my sellers and everyone in the webinar to ask questions. All right, so we have a couple of minutes more. If there are any other questions, we would want to stay open in the webinar, or if not, we can end the webinar for today. So Joanne, looks like there we have one more question for you.
Sure. Okay, the question is, while I do understand that different eBay sites have different policies, but the way that eBay works now, you can just list everything over .com and have no issue, especially when other sites are in different languages that, you know, using translate breaks the site. Okay, so I cannot like answer because this is not really an ads question, so I cannot answer on behalf of the site policy. So my apology. So please reach out to your account managers on, you know, this question.
So Joanne, I think we can call that as a wrap now. We are done with the webinar. Thank you so much for your time and walking everyone through the promoted listing and the benefits. Dear sellers, we look forward for you to adopting the promoted listing. And as Joanne said, that if you are new to the eBay site and to promoted listing, PLG is the promoted listing that you should actually try with. So we look forward for your cooperation in getting this going. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And Joanne, once again, and Akarshika. Do take care of yourself, and we will see you in the next webinars. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to see everyone in the next session. Goodbye.
Goodbye.